So our work is underway. In our opening session, we talked about the three-legged stool of an entrepreneur, that we have three hats, that we have particular needs and requirements as an entrepreneur. Well, let's dive deep into understanding what are some of the key traits we recognize either in ourselves as entrepreneurs or in other entrepreneurs that we admire. Clearly, someone who is willing to take a risk. Now, if you haven't done your risk assessment yet, take a moment, go to your workbook and or go back to the recording and do a quick assessment of your own degree, your willingness and comfort with taking risks. Also, think about, do you see opportunities? Perhaps opportunities everywhere. If you do, these are some traits that we'll recognize in ourselves and the common traits that entrepreneurs share. Now, we also have a bias for action. It can be very good. It can also get in the way. As I mentioned, all of these characteristics, qualities, and attributes are fundamentally agnostic. That means that we might assign positive and negative characteristics to some of these attributes, but they really just are important to recognize where they are. We have a bias for action. Often that's a very positive thing. Sometimes we jump before we actually assess. So how are we when it comes to our ability to take action? Now, we tend to be enthusiastic about our ideas, so much so that we can attract the interest, the curiosity, and even the funding of others to back our ideas. And we tend to be open-minded. We're open to new ideas, diverse solutions, very different perspectives. We're also driven by a vision of what we can see. We talked about the story, whether or not we are bricklayers or cathedral builders. Can you see that vision where others can't yet see it? If you hold that vision and you can convince others with your enthusiasm and with your drive for executing through excellence, people will see the vision, the picture that you paint for them. Now, clearly, none of this is worth very much if we're not willing to invest in the hard sweat equity that goes into building a business. So we work hard and we bring our passions. Again, passion can be really great. It can also work against us sometimes. We have to be able to regulate and recognize these attributes. We tend to appreciate working with others, and at the same time, you can see the contrast. We tend to also like our ideas over other people's ideas. What does that result in? Well, we're pretty strong-willed.